Fit in 10. It is day 8 of the Fit in 10 challenge. We had a great class this morning. I want to apologize to you guys. I was a little bit slow today. I had a cheat meal last night, which I always do on Friday, and I had basically something I didn't really want to have. And, long story short, it was like it's like I'm just not used to eating like garbage food. And I get a hangover from garbage food. So I had a hangover this morning, okay? Not from alcohol because I don't drink, but I had a hangover from the food. Yes, it sounds crazy. It's happened to me once before. I'm like super foggy brained. It causes me to sleep very well. And like this morning, I was borderline retarded, okay? So definitely slower than usual. So my apologies. All right. Listen, Monday we're going to have a class at 7 p.m. We're going to go through some abdominal work because we haven't done that yet. We're going to do some of the floor work. So come on out for that and let me show you what that looks like, okay? Some of you already know what that looks like, but it's something that we need to improve in the manual is some visuals on this. Okay, so Monday night at 7, our usual class. Okay, I want to talk to you guys today about protein. Okay, so I'm going to go through. There's several important factors for having protein in your diet. Protein comes from the I think it comes from the Greek word like proteus or means primary basically. Okay, I think it's proteus. Means primary, which means first, which means it's the most important. Okay, and there's good reason for that, and that is primarily we are made up of protein. Everything is made of protein. Our muscles are made of protein. Our hair, everything, our skin, all our organs, everything on us is primarily protein. We're basically protein and water. That's basically what we are. Well, there's some fat, obviously, and maybe for some of us there's a little more fat. But when you look at all of our vitals, including our bone is over 50% protein. We are made of protein, okay? So let's go through 3 reasons why you want to consume protein, and I've got many other reasons, but I don't want to make this video too long. So we'll go through more tomorrow and the next day. So number 1, we need protein for recovery, okay? Now this isn't just for muscle recovery, this goes for injury, or for illness, or for pregnancy, or if you're breastfeeding, or if you're going through higher times of stress, your body will be in more of a catabolic state. That is, it's going to use up more amino acids, and you want to supplement more with protein to help with that, okay? So that's one reason. Number 2, it's required for biochemical reactions in the body. Now you might think, well, what the heck are you talking about? Well, this is really like anything, right? Anything is happening. Like digestion is a biochemical process. Muscle contraction is a biochemical process. Sending just movement is a biochemical process. So, we need these. We need protein for these reactions to take place. All right. Every enzyme in the body is a protein. All right. So, we need them for us to basically survive and function and be, interactive amongst one another. Okay. To basically be alive, okay? Number 3, it makes up hormones in the body. So hormones are basically chemical messengers in the body, and so very important things like insulin and glucagon and growth hormone, and not all hormones are made up of like a lot of the sex hormones are more like made up of cholesterol, like things like testosterone and estrogen, etc. But things like glucagon and insulin and growth hormone, etc. These things are all protein based. Okay. All right. 4 minutes in, and I promise I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. I want to say one thing here quickly. Somebody mentioned today that they just can't get any fruits and vegetables in their diet because all the food's taking up all their carbohydrates. Okay. Well, listen. Typically speaking, if you're having a protein-strong food, especially like a meat or poultry or fish or something, there's no carbs in that, so that's where your protein is going to come from, or at least a bulk of your protein will come from, so long as you're not vegan. And then you're going to get some fats in there, and there'll be a little bit of carbohydrates. You should still have some good room for carbohydrates. Okay, most women in this challenge are probably going to get around 150-ish grams of protein. That's the equivalent of 7 bananas. Okay, per day. Okay, so you're not getting and bananas are carbohydrate dense, by the way. So when you sit down and you're trying to have some vegetables or whatnot, I realize that peppers and carrots and stuff are maybe a little bit more carb dense than say your fibrous carbohydrates, but make sure you get in your lower carb source vegetables. Okay, your fibrous or your cruciferous vegetables like broccoli and cauliflower and kale and spinach and Brussels sprouts and these types of things, okay? And you should still be able to fit in carrots and peppers and all that kind of stuff, okay? Now, when it comes to more carbohydrate dense foods like your starches and stuff, yeah, you got to be aware of those. Those are very, very carb dense, okay? And you just can't have unlimited amounts of carbohydrates, okay? The only non-essential nutrient, okay, or macronutrient, I should say. All right, message of the day: you cannot lose in trying. You can't. You cannot lose in trying. You really can't. You're only going to move farther ahead. The only way we're going to get to succeed is by trying. A lot of people don't want to try because they're scared to fail. And I know I've mentioned this before, and I'm going to say it again and again and again and again. Failure, or what you consider to be failure, is part of the process. It can be expected. I always tell myself to expect it whenever I'm trying at something. It's normal. It is normal, okay? Failing is normal, all right? It's part of the process. You know what? You'll never succeed. Okay, I mean, I'm pretty confident to say this. You're never going to succeed unless you fail first, all right? So, you cannot lose in trying, all right? Have a wonderful weekend, you guys. It's beautiful out, and under 7 minutes, that's not bad, right? I'll talk to you guys all soon. Submit, commit. 3 weight training workouts per week. Get them in your calendar. Your cardiovascular workouts, three in per week, yeah? So 3 and 3. It's not hard to do. You can do this 4.5 hours per week. And let's stay on top of that food. Keep tracking and send me your pictures of your diet. Just even send me a pie chart of your total calories for the day. Okay? Look in Slack for it. I posted mine. See you guys.